They're not letting you do that per the C word. Not cunt in this case. Hey guys, I had already recorded the intro for this video. God, why am I so out of breath? It's fine. It's my asthmatic-like symptoms, according to the doctor. Anyway, so I had recorded the intro to this video, but I decided the lighting was not very good. The lighting is better in this room. As you can tell, there's a little bit peeking in from the window. It wants to say, hello, hello, friend. Welcome to or back to my channel. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you for sticking around and waiting for another video. This is the first video of 2021 and it is going to be a thrift slash secondhand slash used pre-worn clothing thrift haul. And I actually went to multiple stores. I'm a working actor and I have to travel for work sometimes. In fact, all the time. There's like a 1% of that time that I don't travel and it's like a work from home kind of thing. But other than that, I am traveling for work because there's nothing here in this town related to acting. At least not yet, maybe in the future, hopefully. Universe, God. I actually live several hours away from the other side of Texas. If I haven't already mentioned it before, I actually got booked for a feature-length film and I can't talk about details. You are able to look it up. The film is called... I'm not even sure if I'm able to... Yeah, I think I can tell you the name of the film. It's called Take Me There. I'm honestly... I'm really excited about this film, but I'm also really nervous because this is a very big role and I am feeling the pressure. But like I said, I'm really excited about it and I've been very busy focusing on that and trying to get, you know, ready for filming. So because I had to travel to Houston, along the way I stopped. I don't know, if I'm already going to work, I might as well just stop at a Goodwill, you know what I mean? It's like a routine for me. I get coffee first and then I go to Goodwill and I kind of just record some videos, take some pictures, wear some cute outfits, and eat some good food. That is really how I tend to live life. This past trip, I visited different Goodwills and 2 other stores, which I will name later because I want you to stick around for the other video that I'm going to be making about those other 2 stores. But this video is going to be focusing on Goodwill and what I bought there. If you can see my cute ass overalls, bitch. Me telling myself. They are not allowing people to try on clothes, which makes absolute sense. So all of the clothes that you're going to see me try on in this video, I have not tried on except for 2 pieces. There are 2 blouses that I actually have already worn, but other than that, the rest of my outfits or, you know, clothing pieces have not been tried on because they're not letting you do that per the C word. Not cunt in this case. I won't take up too much of your time since most of the time will be taken up trying on clothes and shit. Okay, so it's pretty obvious I have a getting easily distracted problem, and to fix that, I'm going to insert a 10-second transition clip. Ooh, look at that. White noise, VHS, 80s, so retro. If you want to find out what I'm saying, just stick around to the end and let's get back to the video. To start off, we have a black blouse. It's very simple. It has like this floral pattern of a beige sort of color, and I thought it was very comfortable. It's very simple, very cute, and could literally wear it pretty much anywhere, probably with a shirt underneath as well. But look at me feeling myself, girl, get it. Next up, we have a baby blue Liz Claiborne halter top with this cute little floral pattern. As soon as I saw it, I imagined myself wearing a sort of 50s, early 60s inspired outfit, which is kind of what I'm doing here, but of course a little modernized. I just thought it was very cute and feminine, but also kind of Rosie the Riveter, we can do it kind of vibe. Like, it's 2021 and women are killing it at living in life, in my opinion. Just saying. This is definitely a quality blouse, much like the last one. Very cared for, and it's a little wrinkly right now, but it's so comfortable, and I think it's really cute, especially for the springtime and summertime. Okay, bear with me, it might not look like much, but check it out. Totally Western, huh? I am from Texas, by the way. I will never refuse an opportunity to let you know that I'm from Texas and I am proud of it. Who isn't? I mean, in certain cases. This blouse, it had a very boho Western kind of feel to it. I don't know why, but I've really been digging the Western or boho Western look. And unfortunately, this shirt does have a little tear. It kind of looks like a cigarette burn on the sleeve right there. It's something I can easily overlook. This blouse is one of the two pieces that I mentioned earlier that I have already worn. I actually wore it to my film-related thing, and it was the perfect amount of warmth and comfort for that day. I also really like the color, the collar, and it's another kind of boho Western piece that I added to my wardrobe collection. With this next blouse, I feel like I was channeling my conventionally American boy who lived in the 70s. So here I am channeling my inner masculine. Conventionally inner masculine anyway. I thought the colors were a perfect contrast. It's so soft and so comfortable. Comfort is like a huge thing for me. Unless the piece of clothing is like too cool to pass on, even if it's uncomfortable, I'll get it. But most of the time I seek comfort, and something about the color scheme going on here that I really liked. What I liked about this blouse is the color scheme. Again, the colors are another huge thing for me, and the pink and purple with that off-white color in the background and then hints of blue. I just thought it was so pretty, and it reminded me of one of my friends, Allison. I want to say these are Allison colors, and this is an Allison blouse. This was very much inspired by one of my really good friendships. Here is another tan/beige blouse, and it looks so bland, so boring, but the detail in the fabric, the shoulder pads that you're going to see in a little bit, and the buttons are what really made me want to buy this shirt, aside from the fact that it looked very comfortable. It strikes me as a very wallflower kind of shirt. There is so much detail in the woven pattern and the buttons that it really doesn't matter what color it is, and the fact that it blends in with the wall behind me, because you could also be this cool 80s cowgirl. I normally remove the shoulder pads from things, but I think I'm going to keep these because they feel like a total power move. I'm not sure what pattern this is, but I want to say it's plaid, and I haven't really seen a combination of this color unless it's like Christmas decorations, and maybe my heart is longing for the past, I don't know, but I really like the color scheme going on with the hunter green and salmon in like the little details and the beige. I don't know, I guess I was feeling beige. Yeah, bitch. So when I first saw this pink cardigan, it reminded me so much of Betty Cooper from Riverdale, and I've always really related to Veronica Lodge. I'm just kidding. I feel like I can really relate to Betty Cooper, and I really enjoy Lily Reinhardt's acting, so this is very much inspired by her. And I went a little cherry blossom and went no bra, no blouse under, because that's very much unlike Betty Cooper. But here we are, feeling feminine, cute, and pre the black hood. Don't worry, Robert Aguirre Sacasa, I do break out into a musical number at the end of this video if you want to stick around. Also, please let me be in Riverdale. Thank you very much. Love you. Bye. Dude, when I said Valentine's Day, I was not playing. I do not mess around. Look at how freaking adorable this vest is. My first impression was that it was handmade, it was custom made for one person and one person alone, but there is one brand attached to this. It's called Michael Simon. I'm not sure if that is just because of the vest and then someone added patches to it, but whoever did this, I have so much love for you, and that love, I'm going to forever store it in one of these adorable fucking pockets. You guys, I can't. There's a pocket in the back too. On that note though, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Are you going to be wearing black and forever resentful of any lover that has harmed you in the past? Or are you going to love yourself and be happy and put some love in some adorably knit love pocket? Whatever the case may be, here's a kiss to you, my beautiful space people. I used to be a lot more into lace than I am now, but every now and then I will see a very delicate and feminine, and in this case, lavender piece that I really must have because it makes me feel like I have some sort of hidden magical power and I don't realize it yet. Look at me being the main character of my own story. So this blouse is a combination of being inspired by my friend Allison again, but also Bella Swan, very much Bella Swan. Funny story if you're new here, which a lot of you are not. I actually used to be obsessed with Bella Swan and Twilight in general. I mean, there were millions of us, but there was something about Bella Swan that I feel like a lot of average wallflower girls could relate to. Every now and then I will see a piece that reminds me of Bella Swan or Bella Cullen, and I must have it because I'm going to live out my Twilight dream. Okay, so for some reason this cardigan reminds me of the movie 40 Days and 40 Nights, and I'm not sure why. Maybe subconsciously my brain remembers a scene from that movie where one of the characters wears something of this color. I'm not sure, but I literally just clicked out of this and went to YouTube to watch the trailer to reminisce on the 2000s or 90s past. I don't know when this movie came out, but I know that it made some sort of impression on my brain, and so did Josh Hartnett. This long sleeve button-up cream blouse is something that I already worn, as you will see in the following clip. And I actually bought this one and the teal button-up blouse together on a separate trip I had taken. I actually wore an all cream outfit that I was very proud of because I had finally matched these two pieces together, which you can also find on my Instagram. Check it out, dude. This is my, what I like to call, lumpy space princess dress. Look at that collar. It makes me think of a butterfly or a fairy or, you know, something magical that I had to go grab this golden butterfly crown from the other room to really put this outfit together. Okay, so every time I look at this two-piece and the cardigans that I bought, or literally any cardigan, I think of Jamie Sullivan and A Walk to Remember, and then the comment that the mean kids make when she's walking by about her sweater, like, I like your sweater. And then, you know, it just like blows up in their face. And this is kind of how I feel about fashion in general. Like, you could literally turn anything into a cool-ass outfit. You just gotta believe in yourself and be a Jamie Sullivan. I'll always remember the feeling inside of that big ass dick. So I kind of thought that the skirt was too long, but making it shorter would be even cuter than it already is. I have maybe the slightest idea of sewing, but not to that extent where I can customize my clothes. But one day, bitch, one day I will upgrade to full-on Mortal Kombat player of fashion. Okay, so this blouse caught my attention because I am a velvet material hoe, and it is also black. I saw the sleeves. I was like, I'm not gonna try it on, obviously, but I knew that I would be channeling Kate Beckinsale in Van Helsing with this blouse. And here I am, bitch. Here I am, Van Helsing the shit out of this blouse. This blouse definitely ended up being one of my favorites from this haul. I think it's just so feminine and sexy and powerful at the same time. I think it has a lot to do with the off-shoulder, black velvet, the sleeves, definitely. I know I'm going to be wearing this blouse a lot. It will probably take some time before I want to give it up. I also think it's very American Horror Story, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, The Craft, Beautiful Creatures, The Vampire Diaries, basically any cool show with the witch theme attached to it. And before you go and tell your coven about my quote-unquote aesthetic, I am a witch, bitch. So let's vibe. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Look at this exquisite, fine piece of bright-ass green and black and white dress that can only remind you of... Bitch, I really said mocho-cho-cho. I really said buttercup, bitch. I always thought I was Blossom. Well, let's be real. I do think that the top part of this dress is a little bit too long, that it kind of looks a little bit awkward with my boobs. Maybe it's the fact that I'm not wearing a bra, but I kind of don't want to, as you can tell from the rest of my video. In a way, this does remind me of that one episode where there are like these imposters of the Powerpuff Girls and they're like literal men and they're so like hairy and buff.
Say, sweet cheeks, what's your sign?
Stop.
Ah yes, a millennial's golden childhood. I'm actually really, I am obsessed with these overalls. I've had the same overalls for, oh my god, 7 years, 6 to 7 years, I think. And they're like, they're like Gap Kids Gap overalls. I got those when I first started college. I was obsessed. I was like, why isn't anyone wearing overalls? Why isn't anyone buying these cute ass overalls? I got these at one of those stores that I told you I would mention later on, because I want you to watch the other video if you want to find out where I shop, if you want to find out where they have cute ass good price clothes, and not just Goodwill but local businesses. One of those businesses that a friend owns, I actually met him when I was in college. A lot of stuff happened in college, right? My college back in my day. He is a really cool guy. He has some really cool shit and I love buying from him. I will never stop, probably. If you are in that area, which I will let you know what that area is, gotta stick around for something. If it ain't me, if it ain't this face, it's my personality. If it ain't my personality, it's the clothes. And that's it. No, but there's other stuff too besides the clothes. There is the acting part of my life that is currently my full-time job, even though I don't get paid like full-time, if that makes sense. Acting is not a very financially stable or lucrative job unless you've established yourself in the industry or you have a sort of like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's established, a recurring role where they call you back and you're in the storyline throughout, like an episodic series or something like that. Other than that, there's a lot of work that has to be put in to get to a position like that. It's like any other job. It's really fun, but it does take work and effort and dedication and time. In my off time, or as I'm going to work, I like to, like I said, go to different coffee shops, try different coffee, try different food, and visit different thrift shops or stores in general, and of course play it safe. I will note that because these clothes are pre-worn and people are kind of looking through these clothes, obviously, they are not allowing people to try on clothes, which makes absolute sense. You kind of just have to wing it, and it's a little bit of a gamble, but if you know yourself and kind of guesstimate, that's kind of how you have to shop these days. And honestly, if you're doing online shopping, it's pretty much the same thing, except for when you're shopping in person, you actually get to feel the fabric. You get to see how that, like, the colors look against your skin. For pants, especially for me, I learned this trick through, I think it was like a video. Basically, what you do for pants, jeans, shorts, skirts sometimes, depending on the, like, if they have elasticity or not, you take your elbow, like you take your arm for this part of your arm. God, I took osteology, human osteology in college, and I fucking failed it. I can see why, but so you take this part of your arm and then you put it inside your pants, like where your waist would be. You put from here to here. If it fits, it's gonna fit your waist. It's crazy, but every time I've tried it, it has worked. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's worked for me miraculously, even if I have in the past put on weight. It still works. I don't know. There's some science. I don't know. Because these clothes have been pre-worn, they have been cleaned, they have been disinfected, they've been I used a steamroller as well to take off the, I don't know. I used a steamroller on all of the clothes. I'll insert some steam clips. Witness me working out. Not every single piece that I bought is perfect. There may be like a little tiny tear or a little tiny spot somewhere. There was one thing that I noticed with one of the other pieces that will be shown in a later video that I'm really excited to show, but you'll be able to see these outfits in hopefully the near future on my Instagram or TikTok. One of those, both of those, all of those, please and thank you. One thing I want to mention is that last year when I restarted my YouTube channel, I had created my YouTube channel in 2011. I kind of left my channel when I started college, which honestly, I'm kind of proud of that. Like, I'm proud that I decided to focus more in school. Not so proud that I decided to get drunk a lot of that time, but it is what it is. What's done is done. So graduated college in 2017. 2018 and 2019 were very difficult years and very emotionally challenging for me. So 2020, last year, you know, I decided, surprisingly, with everything that has been going on and that went on, I actually started feeling better. I don't know, it's kind of like I was asleep in this nightmare for a while, and I kind of just started waking up, and that for me was 2020. And I feel like with everything going on, it made me realize a lot of things. Simply being alive is so amazing and fascinating, and that's something that I never really genuinely appreciated before. Another thing is like, why did I, you know, leave my creativity aside? I had stopped making music. I didn't even really listen to that much music anymore. I stopped watching YouTube. I stopped reading books unless it was at work to escape me being at work. Yeah, it kind of felt like I was gone. I felt like I was gone for a good 2 years or so. And last year was when I kind of started feeling like myself again. This year, I feel so much more like myself. The way that I had grown to be in a way, but even better now. And with each day that passes by, I feel like I feel more comfortable with who I am, with my life and the things that I currently have. It kind of just got me thinking about my clothes. Like, clothes make me happy, and I used to hate shopping with a passion. And I think it's because I didn't feel comfortable with myself, and I always felt like I had to fit the standards that my mom had set for me. Now I'm 28. Am I 28? No, shit, I'm 27. Wait, am I 28? Holy shit, I don't even know. Dude, this happens every fucking year, I swear. Born in 93. Last year, no, I just turned 27. Fuck. I don't know how old I am. I think I'm 27. I honestly, it's not the first time this happens, but anyway, 27 or 28, let's do the math later. If you want to do it now, please comment down below how old I am. Time doesn't matter. What is time? As Julia from Ready to Glare says, what is even time anymore? It's honestly so true. So what I was saying is that as a nearly 30-year-old, I feel more like myself than I have ever felt before. I feel like I'm letting go of barriers that have been there for so long. And for some reason, all of a sudden last year was the year for me to just like, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like, none of that shit matters. Like, what matters is people's lives, my life, my family's life, my friends' life, and my coworkers whom I was working with at the time, and obviously now. It's so much more important to focus on the big picture, and then you kind of just like, there's no reason to take yourself that seriously. Like, to an extent, sure, because, you know, like, humans have evolved to a certain degree. Things have changed so much in just one fucking day. So one of those little things is just fashion for me, and recycling clothes that other people have worn and enjoyed, or maybe just didn't really want to wear at all or anymore, and maybe I can do something with that, something that already exists. I can take it and wear it in a way that that person who wore it before maybe didn't think about wearing, and yeah, just make use of what I already have. That isn't to say I'm going to be solely buying used clothes or secondhand thrifted vintage clothes. Like, to be honest with you, like, if I go to say Marshall's or Ross or Burlington, 3 of my favorite stores because they're much fucking cheaper and you find quality clothes sometimes, if something like really speaks to me, I'm like, I really want it and I gotta buy it. I gotta buy it, and I'll buy it if I have the money, or my husband will buy it for me. And not to make it all like, if there is something super dramatic, you know, it's like a piece of clothing, but still, if there's something that speaks to me, it's something that I can wear, and it'll be a form of self-expression about who I am or who I think I am on the inside that I can wear on the outside, and it's like a form of communication with people in a way, but also just being able to fully be myself. And even if I'm at home and I just get to take a picture and post it on Instagram, it's like, this is who I am, you know? Obviously not like perfect makeup and perfect hair all the time. You know, these are things that people have said before about fashion, and people will continue to say it. Fashion is always going to change also. I may like doing this now. I'm not sure if I'll like it forever. Maybe I'll get tired of buying secondhand clothes, and in the future I'll just be naked all the time. I'm just kidding. Who knows? Maybe we'll revert to our birthday suits eventually. Maybe you'll get to see me in my birthday suit. I'm just kidding, I hope not. Unless, you know, the girl be looking fine, then, you know, who knows. For now, we'll go with the clothes. I'm gonna cut this here because I've already talked way more than I intended to. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Let me know what you think if you enjoyed this video. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.